Welcome to Indigos Gaming. Today's guide is for the achievement Contract Saviors on the mission The Mobius Factor in the Wings of Liberty campaign. First, I will do a walkthrough on Normal to show the strategy. After that, I will do a walkthrough on Brutal. Welcome to the normal walkthrough for the achievement Contract Saviors.
Calculating her ETA to the closest data core now.
You can't leave well enough alone, can you, Jim? It was stupid of you to come here.
I don't plan on staying long, darling. But I'll be damned before I let you get hold of those artifacts.
I'm giving you control of our Medivacs.
Everybody talk at once.
You can use them to transport your men around the city and avoid most of the Zerg.
Ready for dust off.
The raiders are here. We're saved. Armed and SCV ready.
The achievement's requirements are to complete the entire mission
Over here, up on the roof.
while training only SCVs, Medivacs, and Mercenaries. This achievement was bugged for quite some time when the patch released, but I have heard that it has been fixed, and you are able to complete it as you would any other achievement.
Understood.
The mission is to destroy these data core buildings throughout the city. There are 3 of them in total,
Picking up or
and
dropping
you
off.
have access to Mobius forces that you can find around the map,
This better be good.
but you cannot make anything outside of
Additional supply
mercenaries.
depots required.
Pick up your guys in a medevac.
Keep it moving, boys.
Of course. The Mobius data cores. You won't get the rest of them.
So, just starting off on the mission, make your SCVs. You will be given a few Marines and 2 medevacs to start. You can take your medevac across that river and pick up the first group of allies that you find.
Brutalist. Stedman wanted one of those things to research. Reckon we can oblige him.
Wait.
Been waiting on him. SCV ready.
Sir, you better do something about that Nidus worm before our base gets overrun.
Calm down, Matt.
Sure thing.
All over the city in this map, there are Mobius forces that you can find and rescue with your medevacs. So that is probably the best way to get reinforcements, since you can't really make anything.
Where's the
SCV ready.
Gather up
Sure.
my forces here. I'm going to leave some Marines and a medevac at home just to defend that base entrance.
You scared me.
And now my mercenaries are starting to come off cooldown, so I can get reinforcements that way. And since I can make medevacs, I'm going to add a reactor onto the starport.
SCV ready. Certainly. Hey, hey, over here. This better be good.
Now what?
You ready for war? SCV ready. I see you drop by. Don't throw the ball on that phone. Goliath, it's go time.
More mercenaries.
Add-on complete. Not enough.
SCV ready. All right. Light flight.
Want some?
Waiting on you.
Making my way over to the second data core now. I go just outside the base, across these little high-rise building areas. And you can sit on the high ground here, where I rescued a few more units and can destroy most of the Zerg in the path.
Base.
Hey man, could use some help down here. Time's a wasting.
Picking up or dropping off. Waiting on you.
We could use some help here.
SCV ready.
Marines are getting a little beat up there. I'm gonna need to give them a Medivac.
Light flight ready for dust off.
And I see more allies to be picked up here by the second data core, so that's where I recommend focusing your attack.
Ready for pickup.
Mineral field depleted.
Understood. Picking up or dropping off.
Let's get into it. We couldn't reach the data cores. Help us out. No one lives forever. You gonna give me orders? I'm on it. You got it. We could use some help here. No.
Because of the amount of forces that you find throughout the map, this achievement actually feels pretty easy to do, and given how strong mercenaries are. Make a few more Medivacs though.
Mineral field depleted.
Focus down the data core.
I've seen through your Dr. No Rude's pathetic charade. I know what the artifacts really are. And they will be mine.
Whatever they are, Kerrigan, I sure as hell ain't letting you have them.
That Queen of Blades really is quite a nuisance, isn't she?
Oh, I lost a Medivac.
Now, where's the emergency? Picking up or dropping off?
Luckily, you can make as many Medivacs as you want.
Additional supply depots required.
Get supply blocked to your heart's content.
Sir, another Nidus worm has emerged close to our base.
Well, luckily, I just got siege tank mercenaries, so that's not a problem at all.
Light flight's here.
I'm gonna bring them along
Confirmed.
for the attack.
Ready for dust off.
You never could recognize a lost cause, could you, Jim?
You do not have to do the bonus objective
Base is under
to
attack.
get the achievement. All you have to do is complete the mission. But where's the fun in that? Might as well try it.
Fight or flight. Transformation systems.
Ready for pickup? Talk to me.
Mineral field depleted.
Light flight. Now what?
Bonus objective, pretty easy to get with the power of these mercenaries.
Transformation. You gonna give me orders? Got no. What's our target? Been waiting on it.
I think I did lose a couple more Medivacs in there though.
Be good.
Light flight's here. ETA?
Who wants some? Keep your shirt on, Sparky.
Let's go. Now what?
You ready for war?
Scout out the area ahead with my mercenary Vikings here.
Agreed.
Looking for a good landing spot. Ideally free of any spore crawlers. This corner is looking like a good option.
Waiting on you. Where's the emergency?
Mineral field depleted.
Go ahead and bring my fleet of Medivacs.
Confirmed. Understood. Dropping off.
Give me orders? I'm
have landfall. Landed close to the Mobius data core. Just get our siege tanks in position.
You're a desperate people. You can't really believe this plan of yours has even a chance of working.
Now just focus down the building. The mission is complete in quite an easy fashion.
The final data core has been destroyed. We should evacuate immediately.
That should be everything, as long as you did not make any units outside of Mercenaries, Medivacs, and SCVs.
Artifacts so damn bad.
She fears their power.
Skip the cutscene. Contract saviors obtained on normal difficulty. As I said, that felt quite easy to do, thanks to the amount of forces you can find throughout the map, as well as the sheer power that mercenaries bring. If you notice this number here, the 14 out of 22, that's forces rescued throughout the map. So there are even more units that you can find if you do some searching. Definitely don't have to though. Mercenaries should be plenty powerful. And now to go to the brutal walkthrough. Welcome to the brutal walkthrough for the achievement Contract Saviors.
Analysis of the Queen of Blades search pattern complete. Calculating her ETA to the closest data core now.
You can't leave well enough alone, can you, Jim? It was stupid of you to come here.
I don't plan on staying long, darling. But I'll be damned before I let you get hold of those artifacts.
I'm giving you control of our Medivacs, Commander. You can use them to transport your men around the city and avoid most of the Zerg.
Ready for dust off.
Go, go! The raiders are here. We're saved. Gangway coming through.
I wouldn't go that far.
Over here, up on the roof.
The achievement Contract Saviors is to complete the entire mission while making only SCVs, Medivacs, and Mercenaries. The mission is all about going around the map to destroy the data core buildings throughout the city before the Queen of Blades can get to them. To accomplish this, you are given control of Medivacs, which serve as dropship transports as well as healers for your biological units. One other really nice thing about the mission is that throughout the map you can find allied forces that are trapped on rooftops. If you take some units to them, you will gain control of them and add them to your army. So I'm going to take just a few Marines and some of the Medivacs over to this group here, rescue them, and then I will get control of those allies.
Inbound.
Raiders! Get us out of here! Been waiting on you. Sure thing.
Waiting on. Now what?
Armed and ready.
Now these forces should be able to handle that data core. While back home, I have Marines and a Medivac standing by to defend.
SCV ready. Ah! You scared me!
Go ahead and wall off the entrance here. Although you technically do get access to mercenaries, you cannot build them right away.
What are you up to, Jim? I can sense you're trying to keep something from me.
That's one down. Keep it moving, boys.
Of course. The Mobius data cores. You won't get the rest of them.
Oh, hell.
That is
We
not
should
a
just
full
notify
wall.
the other cores. We better get to the next one fast.
Just working on my Bronze League wall here. 5 depot wall.
Move it!
Brutalisk. Stedman wanted one of those things to research. We can oblige him.
You gonna give me orders by the numbers?
Picking up or
Mercenaries are starting to come off cooldown now.
Sir, you better do something about that Nidus worm before our base gets overrun.
Zerg are sending units to attack the base.
Outstanding.
Luckily, I have plenty of mercenary marines here, which do an excellent amount of damage.
Hey, hey, over here! Can't wait. You got it.
Insufficient.
Going to get mercenary Vikings now, because Vikings are excellent at their anti-air capabilities as well as scouting ahead for the Medivacs, so that way I'm not dropping somewhere that's dangerous.
Armed and by the numbers.
ready. Picking up or dropping off. Waiting on you. Life flight's here. Inbound.
Ready for war?
Ready for dust off.
Let's see you drop by. I'm sort of blowing out.
Here's the emergency. Dropping off. Somebody, get me out of this mess. Ready to roll out.
Get some siege tanks to help out.
On my way.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I have no doubt the siege tanks will be excellent for besieging these data cores.
Loud and clear. Dropping off.
Fire fight. Yeah, right.
Need something load up.
Set up your units on the high ground here, just outside the base, so that you can clear the path over towards that second data core.
Where's the
Big job, huh?
Get an SCV for repairs.
Speak up. Who wants some? SCV ready. Been waiting on you. By the numbers, boys. You gonna give me made for battle?
Set up my attack groups here,
Outs.
and let's do a scan. So I see allies here that I can pick up. Looks like an excellent spot to drop before attacking into that Zerg base.
You never could recognize a lost cause, could you, Jim?
Hey, man! Could use some help down here! Right. We couldn't reach the data cores! Help us out! I like it. Victory. By the... Speak up! Been waiting on you.
Get the siege tanks set up.
You gonna give me orders?
Mineral
And now start besieging this area.
This better be good. What's our target? You gonna give me orders? That's fine.
What mercenaries do I have available to make? Just treat the mercenaries like your production structure. My goodness, rude infestors.
base is under attack.
We could use some help here.
somebody, get me out of this mess.
Marines are doing fine at home.
Fighter, been waiting on you.
So now I will attack the data core.
Sure. You got it.
really believe this plan of yours has even a chance of working. I've seen through your Dr. Nerude's pathetic charade. I know what the artifacts really are. And they will be mine.
Whatever they are, Kerrigan, I sure as hell ain't letting you have them.
That Queen of Blades really is quite a nuisance, isn't she?
Got reinforcements for my army. And now I think I even have a large enough army to deal with the bonus objective. You do not have to complete the bonus objective for the achievement though, so if you do not feel confident in doing it,
Sir, another
do not
Nidus swarm
worry
has
about
emerged
it.
close to our base.
Probably deal with this Nidus one actually.
Base is under attack.
Luckily, the siege tanks should be able to handle that quite easily and safely. Very easily, actually. I will avoid Kerrigan as we go across the river.
Ready for pickup?
Fighter flight. Yeah, right. What's that?
Mineral field depleted.
Bonus objective complete. Mercenaries are quite powerful, actually. Now I'm going to use my Vikings to scout ahead for a landing zone to get this third data core.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, I lost a few Medivacs, actually.
Ready. Now what?
Need to replace those Medivacs.
Loud and clear.
Fighter flight. Yeah, right.
Ideally, find a corner on this ground that has no spore crawlers or corruptors right by it. And this is looking like a good spot.
Who wants some?
On my way. Talk to me.
Now get your fleet of Medivacs together.
Ready for dust off. Understood.
Transformation system. You ready for?
Life flight's here. Will do, command.
The orders? Same way. Coming.
Just get your siege tanks in position to hit that data core. And that is all you have to worry about.
Mineral field depleted.
Bring the Vikings along so they can deal with the enemy brood lords. Just focus fire on the data core, and you have the mission.
The final data core has been destroyed.
And as long as you did
We
not
should
make
evacuate
anything other
immediately.
than SCVs, Medivacs, and Mercenaries, you are good to go.
Alright, Doctor.
Skip the cutscene. Got it. Contract saviors obtained on normal and brutal difficulty. The only major difference, it seemed, with brutal was the amount of enemies you're fighting, but thankfully Mercenaries are such powerful units that it does not really matter. I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much for watching.